here we go. By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, much fruit. So you prove to be disciples of me. By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, much fruit. So you prove to be disciples of me. Everyone will know that you're my chosen disciples. If you will love, love. If you will love one another. By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, much fruit. So you prove to be disciples of me. By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, much fruit. So you prove to be disciples of me. I call you friends. Hey friends, how you doing? For all I have, I've given you. Come follow me. I am the way, the truth, and life. By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, much fruit. So you prove to be disciples of me. By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, much fruit. So you prove to be disciples of me. Eternal life is yours if you believe in me. Go and bear fruit, fruit, fruit that will last. I've chosen you. By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, much fruit. So you prove to be disciples of me. By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, much fruit. So you prove to be disciples of me.
Hey Pop Kids, Jason here. Hey, I've got a treat for you today. So, the other day I was talking to Pastor Jeff, Pastor Jeff, and he recommended his his absolute favorite musicians to help us tell our Bible story for this week. So, in addition to an amazing story from the Bible, we've got world-renowned musical performers to provide dramatic musical accompaniment to our amazing story. So, like, how cool is that, Now, I've never actually met these performers before, but if they are half as cool as what Pastor Jeff says, then boy, I can't wait. So, are you ready to meet them? All right, Pop Kids, give a warm welcome all the way from West Lakeville, Estonia, to Natan Like. Natan, it's so good to have you here to help us bring to life our Bible story.
You chopping running?
What's that?
You chopping running?
Okay then. Well, without further ado, let's jump into our story. So, in the book of Exodus, which is found in the Old Testament, we can read about the Israelites. Say that with me, the Israelites. Now, the Israelites were a group of people chosen by God, but they had been living as slaves in Egypt for hundreds of years. But then God led the Israelites out of Egypt. God even parted the waters of the Red Sea so they could walk through on dry land. The Israelites were free. Boy, Natan, if that doesn't inspire you, then I don't know what will. Do you think you could maybe capture that scene for us musically?
You're chopping round now.
What was... Okay. So anyway, it didn't take long for their singing and celebration to turn into whining. The people complained to their leaders, Moses and his brother Aaron. They said that they wished they were back in Egypt. The people grumbled. They grumbled this. They said, "We wish the Lord had put us to death in Egypt. There we sat around pots of meat. We ate all the food we wanted, but you, Moses, have brought us out into this desert. you must want this entire community to die of hunger. Wow, how dramatic, right? Natan, do you think you've got a musical interpretation of this story that you can give to us that's really going to bring this point home?
You're jumping round now.
That is time in my life that I will never get back. Well, anyway, God was patient with the Israelites. God spoke to Moses and said, I will rain down bread from heaven for you. The people must go out each day, have them gather enough bread for that day. Like good news, isn't it? Well, Moses and Aaron called the people together to share God's words. And as Aaron shared with the people what God had said, the glory of the Lord appeared in a cloud in the desert. Like, wow. But wait, there's more. Listen to what else God said to Moses. He said this, I have heard the people of Israel talking about how unhappy they are. Tell them, when the sun goes down, you will eat meat. In the morning you will be filled with bread. Then you will know that I am the Lord your God. And so sure enough, that evening, lots and lots of birds called quail, little guys the size of your fist, came and covered the camp. Every person in the camp ate their fill. Like crazy, huh? Well, as if having Natan Like wasn't amazing or interesting, I don't know, whatever that was, enough, we also have world-renowned interpretive flag twirler Laimi Naga to accompany our special guest Natan as he interprets this part of the story for us.
You're jumping round and
Well, I'm going to need therapy for whatever that just was. Yikes. Well, at least we have a good story. So anyway, sure enough, the next morning a heavy dew settled on the ground. As it dried, thin flakes like frost appeared. Moses told the people it was bread God had given to them to eat. The bread tasted sweet, kind of like honey, and the people called it manna. Now there was enough of it for everybody to eat. And so Moses told the people to gather only as much manna, remember the honey-tasting bread, as they needed for the next day. But some people weren't content with that. They disobeyed God and tried to keep the leftovers until the next day. If they tried to keep any of the manna overnight, here's what happened though. It was filled with worms. Gross. Now, I bet that's a lesson you only have to learn one time. And so as long as the Israelites stayed in the desert, God continued to give them fresh manna to eat every single morning. God kept providing for the Israelites while they walked and walked through the wilderness. But still, guess what they did? They grumbled. They even got so mad once that they threw rocks at Moses. Like, can you imagine throwing rocks at your parents for not getting you Cinnamon Toast Crunch? But in and through all of that, God stayed faithful, provided for them. And so we can learn something, I think, from their story, and that is this. Sometimes in life, we have all the things that we need right in front of us. And so just like our bottom line for the day says, don't miss out on what you have now. That includes your family, your home, your friends, and I guess Natan and Laimi Naga. And so what do you say? Want to close this message out with me, guys?
you're jumping round and
Dear God, thank you for all that you've given us. We have so much to be thankful for, but if we're not careful, we can be like the Israelites. We can start to focus on what we don't have and miss out on what we have right now. Please show us how to be content. Help us be grateful for what we have, so we don't miss out on all the good things you're doing in our lives. We love you. Thank you for loving us. Amen. Gracias por todo lo que nos has dado. Tenemos tanto que agradecer, pero si no tenemos cuidado, podemos ser como los Israelites. Podemos comenzar a concentrarnos en lo que no tenemos y perdemos lo que tenemos ahora. Por favor, muéstranos cómo estar contentos. Ayúdanos a ser agradecidos por lo que tenemos, para que no nos perdamos todas las cosas buenas que estás haciendo en nuestras vidas. Te amamos. Gracias por amarnos. Amén.